it because you selling drugs to get loot and brag about how you done been shot and stabbed like it's fun to be you? But your life's a struggle, right? And you just hustling through. Nah, you hamster ass nigga, you just stuck in the loop. Man, why do black people gotta be the only ones who can't evolve? Cause you in the streets acting like a Neanderthal. It's clear you can't stand the law. You lost as an abandoned dog, and all you interested in is fighting, rapping, and basketball. I can't even fuck with you, cause if we out in public, you gon' get caught stealing some shit and get my ass in trouble too. You'll get old and be nothing. Living life in these streets, thugging and starting shit with anybody mean mugging. Look at you, a real nigga, thinking your life's cool. Girls used to turn me down for guys who were like you, till you grab their heart and shove a spearhead right through. Then they regret it because it wasn't the right move. Your real nigga talk seems bogus. A real nigga don't brag about being real as long as he knows it, and his future doesn't seem hopeless. A real nigga stays out of jail, handles shit, and he keeps focused. So
stay tuned after our feature for a special message.
Once upon a time, there lived a proud group of men who roamed the earth. And although they had come from the sheer brutality of chattel slavery and the oppression of Jim Crow, they got off their hind legs and they uttered to the world, "No more." No more will they be beaten up like piñatas or lynched in their own neighborhoods. No more will they sit idle and turn the other way while their women are being assaulted. No more will they do nothing about the fact that children in their communities are receiving substandard educations. The heroic exploits which we witnessed these men perform were far beyond the superhuman qualities illustrated in any comic book or folklore tale, because these men weren't fictitious characters. They bled actual blood, and they didn't rely on X-ray vision, gravity-defying leaping ability, magical rings, or utility belts full of cool gadgets that could always get them out of trouble. These men didn't come from faraway planets where everyone was so immune to radiation that they developed unparalleled physical strength. No, these were average, everyday, hard-working guys whose dignity couldn't be pried away with a crowbar. They strived for a better standard of living and forged a path through a jungle of uncertainty. Now, with such Olympian acts being performed on a daily basis, one would think that the future would have been bright for the successors that these men left behind.
But hey, man, I got this thing. You know, everybody now is like, man, I got this dope, I got this fire. You know what? I got to give credit to young cats who have no talent, but they believe in themselves. I got to give love to the swagger. Man, this album's on fire. And they give me the CD. Yeah, it should be burned up because this is the worst CD I ever heard, but I'm going to keep the case if I can use it for my CDs.
Niggas talking shit, bro. Hang them by the rope.
Make it bubbly. I really hate niggas. I'm a Nazi.
On a man, does anybody kill a nigga? Do you got the heart to kill a nigga?
Pop my trunk, pop me a nigga. Just last night I had a dream I shot me a. Pop my trunk, I'ma pop me a. Just last night I had a dream I shot me a nigga.
Oh, you done went and got all them guns and you ain't killed nobody yet. How many times you shot that motherfucker, man? Ain't nobody popped up dead.
Get killed for Jordans. I bought some cocaine at your snort and she beat that pussy up like Emmett Till. Yeah. Oh, I beat the pussy, Django.
Beat in that China like Kuta Kinte.
This album's on fire and they give me the CD. Yeah, it should be burned up because this is the worst CD I ever heard, but I'm going to keep the case if I can use it for my CDs.
Oh, hip-hop and black America go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, this is what you gotta understand. There are entire states where there are no black people. So the only time they see black people is on TV. When do you see black people on TV? It's not like congressmen. It's either like rapping, singing, or playing sports.
It's got a lot to do with how black people are portrayed, because a lot of people, the first dose that they get of like black people is hip hop. So if that's all they see, that's what they know, that's what they expect from us.
So if that's the image that we're putting out and BET is supposed to be the black channel, like whatever rappers are doing, then people are going to be looking at it like, well, I guess that's what black people do.
Hip hop, white America looks at hip hop videos and they say, dang boy, them black people sure is ignorant. And they'll never met it, because there's people that ain't never met a black person in their life.
But it's amazing how you get cred now because you got a big butt. You got street cred. Look, you got Instagram stars. Girl got lips, and she's a star on Instagram. I go, what does she do? Oh, man, she fine. There's always been fine women. There's always been fine women. There's always been, but you didn't become a star, and now your butt even real. When did black women start getting fake butts? We was known for butts, and now we can't compete with the white fake butt. So now you got black women doing damage to the face, damage to the booties. I said, we flipped this so far. I don't know if we can come back.
I want to come on here and talk about this story that's going viral, honey. If you guys have not heard, Miss Patti LaBelle done went off on a fan. This whole situation is a trip. So Miss Patti LaBelle invited some people to get up on stage with her, and 2 people got up there, and one of them was a gentleman, and the gentleman must have thought he was at a Nicki Minaj concert, a Miley Cyrus concert. He proceeded to start unbuttoning his shirt and then start trying to dance all sexy towards Miss Patti LaBelle, and Miss Patti LaBelle was like, "Get off my damn stage, you bitch."
Don't you dare, not on my stage. No, baby. Let me say something. Did I say, I'm good, E, I got this. I got this. Did I say I was 71 years young, right? I am not Nicki Minaj or that little, Molly. Oh, no. Get off of my goddamn stage, bitch. And stay off. Put him out of the building. Put him out. How dare you? I'm sorry I didn't let my security do what he felt he had to do earlier. I believe in giving 2nd and 3rd and 4th chances, because I always say sometimes we know not what we do. Just so rude, a rude American or whoever he is, whatever he is, don't ever come in my face again.
Miss Patti LaBelle went the hell off on that fan, as she should. Now I'm seeing a lot of Nicki Minaj barbs getting mad and Miley Cyrus fans getting mad. My Patti LaBelle had no business dragging Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus into this, and how dare she diss them. First of all, y'all need to have several damn seats, okay? She did not diss Nicki Minaj, nor did she diss Miley Cyrus. She was making a point. You're on my stage. I'm Miss Patti LaBelle. I'm 71 years young. Not only am I old enough to be your mother, I'm probably old enough to be your grandmother, okay? This is not Nicki Minaj's stage. Nothing about me is provocative. I'm not coming out here naked in a crop top or in a leotard. I'm coming out here singing some soulful music. So why would you take it into your own hands to get up on my stage and disrespect what the hell I got going on up here, okay? So I definitely feel her for going off on that fan. This is the problem. We have way too many attention whores out here nowadays. You have a lot of thirsty ass people out here who are so desperate for attention. They're desperate for validation. You know, the gender roles are just steadily changing. What grown man decides to get up on a stage with a 71-year-old singer, and his first thought, instead of him being humble, being grateful that she brought him up there, his first thought is to start undressing himself and start dancing freaky? Act like a man and act like a decent human being and show somebody respect. You know, I'm glad she cussed his ass out, and I'm glad the security booted his ass right off stage. He needs to be ashamed of himself. It's never that damn serious. You got too many folks out here, like I said before, attention whoring and looking for validation in all the wrong places, and Miss Patti LaBelle let his ass know, you will not be getting any attention or validation from me. Your ass will be exiting stage left quick, fast, in a damn hurry.
We flipped this so far. I don't know if we can come back.
Yeah. I would like to consider myself not to be a product of my environment. I feel like my environment has influenced me to not be anything like my environment.
See, I think what people fail to realize when they say environment, it's more of your surrounding. They think of more of where you live. So I don't like to say I'm a product of my environment. I like to say more I'm a product of my surroundings.
When I look at my environment, I'm like, okay, I don't want to be anything like that, and I'm going to do something completely different. So I guess in a way I am a product of my environment, but only because I'm rebelling against it.
And like intelligent people, then I'll be a product of them. Because, you know, I can be born in the hood, but that don't mean I got to hang around gangsters. I can hang around intelligent people. Then I'll be intelligent.
Yeah, I would say so. That would explain my preppiness for sure. Because I went to a really preppy white high school. I do think that a lot of my upbringing has to do with the way that I am. But people and environments definitely, I would say, rubbed off on me.
Yeah. Hobson.
Funk volume. Come on, keep sleeping on me. Hollywood ass rappers.
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world. Still hitting them counters in them lolos, girl. Still taking my time to.
But after 40+ years of feminism, manhood as a whole has done a complete 180, and it's gone in such a reverse that our boys have given up the sagging pants for dresses. Yeah, your ears didn't deceive you. You heard me right. I said dresses. Okay? And don't think for once that it's just these rappers who are doing this, because a brother that I know that lives in NYC told me he is seeing this new trend more and more, and I too have seen it myself, unfortunately, in the DC area. In fact, I was at Union Station and saw these two youngsters walking around rocking this attire. One of them even had the nerve to try to mean mug and look tough, and I couldn't help but laugh at him. I can remember when I was in junior high, and I think I went from a high top fade to a Gumby to a fade and a half moon like Mike Tyson used to wear in the course of like a month. I had my initials BK written in the back of my head at one time, and another time I had 3 parts on the side of my head back when MC Hammer and groups like De La Soul were pretty popular, but never could anyone convince me to walk around wearing dresses. And even if I was that gullible to follow such a fashion no-no back then, my parents flat out would never allow me to walk around doing so in their home or in the community. Now, about 5 years ago, I saw my man Professor Griff of Public Enemy at one of his lectures, and he called it when he said that it wouldn't be long before some of those cupcake thugs of the music industry would be walking out on stage in skirts. And I remember thinking to myself, no, they won't take it that far. And sure enough, there it is, folks. Our boys are wearing dresses. I guess door knocker, earrings, and lipstick are next.
We are developing epidemic levels of the effeminization of young black males. I say the pants sagging down is just a subconscious invitation for homosexuality. You see, it's revealing the buttocks. See, so the pants are getting lower and lower and lower. The next step is to step out of the pants altogether. And so you step out of the pants, you're going to put on a dress. The black men are destroyed. Then the black people are gone. And we have the state of genocide.
It's Poppin' Hip Hop America. It's Lavoisier, rapper turned hacker, a.k.a. Captain OG. I got a question for you today, black people. I want to know, today, 2015, who is responsible for the perception of black people and the things that go on in our community? I mean, I look around, I look at World Star Hip Hop, I look at Media Takeout. These are the #1 web properties in the black community for the urban demographic. This is not some racist terrorist organization putting out content to make us look like Sambos and unintelligent. This is what we're choosing to represent ourselves. I mean, at some point, if we're going to cry justice and worry about Confederate flags, and other day news article came out that Google is tagging us as black people's pictures as animals on the web and all of that. But who's responsible for that perception? I heard a statistic a couple years ago that said somewhere around 75 to 80% of white Americans do not live around black people, meaning by and large, they do not live where black people are, right? In neighborhoods full of black people. So what would be a person from outside of our community's point of reference for who we are and what we represent and what we're about? There's no other place to look but the content and media we produce. We exalt these images and say this is who we are. Now that we have a voice with the internet and technology, now that we can say what we want and say, hey, world, this is who we are, this is what we represent, and this is our identity. We exalt these things. We, black men, are having kids with different women, leaving the women to fend for themselves in numbers too large. We are treating jail, getting locked up and hustling like it's some sort of strike, right? So who's responsible for that perception? If we choose to say, hey, look at Empire, Love and Hip Hop, all this ratchet TV is done by us. We create this. So why, when we celebrate these images and these stereotypes, if you will, and say this is who we are, why is it that when white people take it at face value, we get mad? Maybe they just believe what we're saying about ourselves, right? So can we hold them responsible, right? It's us making fun of each other, posting videos of black kids fighting after school, videos of little girls dancing sexually like it's cute. You know what I'm saying? Who's to blame for that? Are you? What's on your timeline, right? What you sharing about black people? If a white person never knew anything about black people and they come to your timeline, what they gonna see? Anything edifying, uplifting, educational, or anything like that? Or they just gonna see pure ratchetness, right? And then what? And then the same people you gotta go to work with, same people that's gonna be your future employers and your kids' future classmates, right, is watching the same content laughing with you. Except for they laughing at you, fam. They laughing at you. So what you sharing? What you representing, huh? What are you telling the world your people represent? Check your own timeline. Next time you want to beef about Confederate flags and racism, who's holding you down and all that, check your own timeline. It's facts or not.
Man, I hate rap, but if the shoe fits, wear it. I become a freak of nature, all the kids stare, who walk around bumping raw with the shit blaring, saying fuck school and dropping out like a miscarriage. I'm embarrassed, and I'm ashamed I played a part in this devilish game, making your common sense perish. But I ain't taking the full blame, cause most of you chumps running around here ain't never had strict parents. All of your brain cells rotten from weed. You feeling like if you ain't got it, life's not as complete. You having sex with every motherfucking body you see, with a past so dark that Satan to jump out of his seat. But still you out in these streets thinking you hot as can be, without the knowledge to lead, so you just follow the sheep, making sure your lame swag is all polished and clean, while your favorite rapper's like, yeah, he got it from me. You been brainwashed by a fake life that you used to living. When I say the word fun, what do you envision? Probably drinking and smoking out with your crew and chilling with clueless women you tryna bang, bumping New Edition. Is that all you think life really is? Well, if so, then you're a fucking idiot. I honestly feel like grabbing your head and hitting it. Matter of fact, you don't even deserve a brain. Give me it! Do you even have any goals aside from bagging these hoes and packing the ball? Well, let me guess, no. You're only in school because your parents make you go, and all you do is play beer pong and hang out with the bros. Yo, society's got you living for a whack cause you're a fucking adult with no skills at all. You don't read any books or play ball. You don't draw. You literally do nothing at all. Still you fiend for the glamorous fruits you don't have, cause you idolize rappers that do, and all they say is I got money in a stack to the roof. And now you think that it's gonna magically just happen to you? How? Your lazy ass don't commit to labor. You pick something up, dry it out, and put it down 2 minutes later. Then you complain about your life cause it ain't getting catered. Now whoever tries to call you on your bullshit's a hater. You wanna succeed, you have to try. Or one day you'll get older and regret it all cause you can't provide. Your friends are lowlifes, don't act surprised. Look, just cut the bad fruit off of the tree. Make the sacrifice. Girls, stop acting like you want a guy with traits like Romeo. Bitch, that's a fucking lie. You always talk about how every man's faking. You can't take it and you want something real. Shut up, tramp, save it. Twice a week you put on your makeup and damn bracelets and head to the club half naked with your ass shaking. Pulling the low-life nigga who claim he cash making till you let him hit and find out he work at the gas station. One of them niggas got you pregnant and you can't raise it, but you caused it. Your actions made a fat statement. You want Romeo to act patient and stop fronting like he in the club posted in the back waiting. It's the club where guys put on a new persona after they get loaded with a few Coronas. They always shouting and wild out with habits that very few condone them. Then they look for beautiful brainless bitches like you to bone them. Then when they leave you, you cry and cry, talking about, oh my god, I can't find a guy. I've spent so many years and I've tried and tried. Why am I even on earth? I should die. You want Romeo, you're not worthy. You're cock thirsty, you're nasty and probably got herpes. Sometimes the secret to find is to stop searching. Try a new formula cause your last one's not working. The term real niggas publicly used, and I need to know what it means, cause I'm fucking confused. Are you one for always busting your two with nothing to lose and something to prove? The homies up in your crew? Is it because you selling drugs to get loot and brag about how you done been shot and stabbed like it's fun to be you? But your life's a struggle, right? And you just hustling through. Nah, you hamster ass nigga, you just stuck in the loop. Man, why do black people gotta be the only ones who can't evolve? Cause you in the streets acting like a Neanderthal. It's clear you can't stand the law. You lost is in the band and dog, and all you interested in is fighting, rapping, and basketball. I can't even fuck with you, cause if we out in public, you gon' get caught stealing some shit and get my ass in trouble too. You'll get old and be nothing. Living life in these streets, thugging and starting shit with anybody mean mugging. Look at you, a real nigga, thinking your life's cool. Girls used to turn me down for guys who were like you, till you grab their heart and shove a spearhead right through. Then they regret it because it wasn't the right move. Your real nigga talk seems bogus. A real nigga don't brag about being real as long as he knows it, and his future doesn't seem hopeless. A real nigga stays out of jail, handles shit and he keeps focused. To all you rappers whose soul is out in the wrong, you inspire the issue I wrote about in this song. You go to pile on the young who roam around in the slums. See, this is what happens when rap's overcrowded with bums. Hope the hour is long when I'm rolling out with your tongue. The man above is my guide, you know the power is strong. All you menace and freaks are only in it for cheese, and the mass control limit was breached. Fuck hip-hop. They only in it for cheese, and any eyewitness can see they purposely making the innocent weak. My existence on this planet's for you. I ain't only here to benefit me. Yeah, we need to make a change while there's still time. It is hard, and sometimes I struggle trying to reveal mine. I can guide you if you feel blind. I just need you to be willing to journey into my ill mind.
Who's to blame for that? Are you? What's on your timeline, right? What you sharing about black people? If a white person never knew anything about black people and they come to your timeline, what they gonna see? Anything edifying, uplifting, educational, or anything like that? Or they just gonna see pure ratchetness, right? And then what? And then the same people you gotta go to work with, same people that's gonna be your future employers and your kids' future classmates, right? Is watching the same content laughing with you. Except for they laughing at you, fam. They laughing at you. So what you sharing? What you representing, huh? What are you telling the world your people represent? Check your own timeline. Next time you want to beef about Confederate flags and racism, who's holding you down and all that, check your own timeline. It's facts or not.